What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are tuning in to the most award-winning independent talk show in the whole South. I'm talking about none other than Brink TV. Now, of course, you don't see the trophies. You don't see the White Cows, but what you do see is Brink TV in the background. Hey, man, we on this 12-city tour. We talking about Atlanta, A-Town, Stay Down, brand new guests kicking it with us tonight. But, hey, I'm going to be honest. You've actually seen them before, but you've seen them on the Brink TV Music You Live Countdown. Coming straight out of Charleston, South Carolina, my guy, Tragman. What's happening with you, homie?
What's good with it, man?
Hey, first and foremost, I got to say thanks for being a guest on the show, man. Hey, long time coming, but we got it going right now.
Hell yeah, man. I'm just glad to be here, you know what I mean? I love the show. I love all the energy, the artists, man. And It's just a pleasure to be here, you know?
No doubt, man. So we finna go ahead and get this energy going crazy because, like I said in your introduction, you from Charleston, South Carolina, Kakalaki. What's happening, man? What's going on out there, man? Tell me about the city.
It's just a place where, you know, everybody grinding, you know what I mean? Trying to get it in the best way they can, you know what I mean? And we hungry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We coming forward.
Hey, man, they hungry. They on the prowl. Hey, every other city, y'all on notice right now. But let's go ahead and get back to the genesis, man. Growing up there, what was it like for you?
I would say, you know what I mean? The average childhood, you know what I mean? You got your parents, you know what I mean? Trying to raise you right, you know what I mean? But you get mingled into, you know, bad influences and decide to run it the way you want to run it, you know what I mean? And then you bump your head a few times, and then if you're lucky enough, like I was, you know what I mean? You mature and you get better, wiser, smarter, and you start finding your passion and you chase that, you know?
No doubt, man. It sounds like you actually was bossing up at an early age, man. But of course, the question I got to ask you, when did you start doing music?
About 1996 was the first time I actually tried to pen a rhyme, you know what I mean? It was borderline trash, but you know.
Come on, man. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. The era was different back then. Music sounded different, so you can't really say it was trash because, I mean, music was different, you know.
Yeah, but, I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was passable, but, you know what I mean? It wasn't up to the standards as far as my standards as I saw it. Based on what I was listening to. Yeah. So, you know, I just kept at it. Well, actually, I took a little small break, tried my hands in sports. Then I met my OG, you know what I mean? Salute to Arthur Simmons, a.k.a. Chills Prince. And he was the first person I actually seen write almost 3 songs in a damn class period.
Wow. And 3 songs?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
With hook, verse, all that.
Wow.
And that's what made me actually start to pick up the pen again and really take it serious.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, did the whole battling thing in the lunch rooms and all that type of stuff.
Hey, lunch table, you better know it.
Yeah, and then evolved into what you got today, you know what I mean?
So let's talk about the evolution, you know, of Tragman from, you said 96 all the way here we are in 2022, man. I'm pretty sure you went through several phases of music. I mean, because music changed pretty much every year, you know, the sound changes. But let's talk about some of your evolution. Let's talk about some of the artists that you had in those headphones, man.
Basically, you know, for me, you know what I mean, I was listening definitely No Limit, Cash Money, definitely the Dungeon Family, anything that came from them.
Yeah.
We call it Soulja Slim, one of my favorites, you know what I mean? Just because I love the balance of gangster / political. Like any artist that fits in that mold, Scarface, Tupac, definitely fans of mine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, definitely that, the Dog Pound, anything Death Row. I was a big Biggie fan. Matter of fact, I would say probably influenced my style about 60-75%.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, Biggie definitely was one of my influences. T-Rock definitely, you know what I mean, the whole 3-6.
Yeah.
Criss Cross was another one.
Man, what are you talking about? Yeah. Hey, Criss Cross had that thing smashing. Like, I was a little kid. I was wearing my clothes backwards. I thought I was Criss Cross. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And that was, like I said, that was one of my major influences, too, because, like, even though Tupac and Biggie and all these guys were young, too, But perception to me at the time, they looked like grown people.
Yeah.
But to see these two kids that look barely older than me do it, it was like, man, this might be something I could really do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's crazy because, like, at the time, like, they were the first of its kind. Obviously, we saw, you know, like Jackson 5 and New Edition, but that was singing. We didn't see no kids rapping until we saw Criss Cross. And when we saw them, they had so much flavor. It was crazy. Like, they was, no disrespect, but they was outdoing a lot of the older cats. You know, like, it took me years to realize that that song was actually a diss song. You know, I didn't know that Jump was a diss song.
It was dissing at the time. ABC was one of the groups.
Right.
And then it was another group. I forget the name of them dudes, but they was one of the dudes was from New Jersey. Yeah. And then the other guy, which was Little Malik, he's actually from down here. Okay. He was in the group with the other guy from New Jersey. Okay. And so they was dissing them guys too, because they was like the 3 kid groups at that time. Okay. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because they popped off the way they popped off. Right. Right. Those guys wanted to try to basically jump them. Oh man. It was what it was, but you know they weathered the storm. You know what I mean? And boys got hit records, man. Hey, Jermaine Dupri, he got that eye for talent, man. Yeah. So let's go ahead and transition, man, because I did mention that the fans may have saw you, the viewers may have saw you on the Brink TV Music You Live Countdown, man. Not only you, but, man, you was bringing the whole team with you. We talking about ain't no fun. Yes, it ain't no fun. Yes, the homies can't have none. Let's get into that album, man, that project. Yeah. Basically, it was a brainchild of mine initially. Putting it together initially started off as a solo album, but roughly around that time, you know what I mean, the team started to form. You know what I mean, we had the co-sign of King Crooked and the COB guys at the time. Okay. They brought us in, and I was like, you know, this would be an interesting way to launch this, and at the same time, you know, bring a different flavor to the Chuck as well. You know what I mean, because mostly you got a lot of solo artists, but not a lot of crew. Okay. So I said it'd be a win-win, you know what I mean? Yeah. Establishing something at the same time showing unity and that it can win. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was a positive message behind it. You know what I mean? Brothers standing together, riding together, making the dream happen. You know what I mean? Now, what's crazy is, if I'm not mistaken, man, you ought to be getting some plaques real soon. What's up with the plaques, man? We got to talk about that, man. We don't have award-winning or plaque receivers on the show that often, so we got to talk about that, man. And basically, it just was a dream come true, man. You know, a lot of work, hard work, putting out these different albums, man, and it just kept building up for the fan base and the support. And so still ain't no fun. Officially gold, you know what I mean, on Spotify. Plaque in the mail. But next time I come, matter of fact, I'm going to bring them. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. Heck yeah, might leave them here with
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
And
that's
then,
what we doing.
Also big salute to MC Mack, you know what I mean, and LaChat, you know what I mean? It was an honor being on their song, We Them Robbers, off of that Pure Anna Volume 6. That particular song actually went 94 in the top 200 on iTunes. Wow, charts. So I got that's that incredible. Coming too. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me not only you gold on Spotify, but you also was on a hit song that actually went 94 out of 200. Really is more than that. Yeah. But we talking about out of all the songs that's on iTunes, your song that you were featured on went 94. Come on, man. Hey, what you got? You got some cheat codes or something? Talk to me. Talk to me, man. Yeah. I wish it just, like I said, I didn't even know it went. You know what I mean? Until I got on what's the thing called? Soundchart. Okay. You know what I mean? I went on there because my dude was telling me that, Joe, if you want to find out if you got anything on the charts, official, go ahead and log in. So first thing I did, I went ahead and logged in, put in my artist information, and sure enough, clicked on the little chart thing, and it was sitting right there. It's all there. Yeah. I promise you. Hey, that's dope, man. And, of course, I got to say congratulations on those two accomplishments. Let's go ahead and transition just a little bit, man, because, you know, you did mention, you know, a plethora of Memphis artists. Off camera, you were telling me that
music from Louisiana and music from Memphis are very heavy, you know, as far as Charleston, South Carolina. Like, you guys really gravitated to that music. Let's dive deeper into that, because you mentioned T-Rock. Of course, T-Rock used to be with 3-6. Shout out to my guy Rock Solid. And
Rock
of course,
Solid
you mentioned
music, baby.
You mentioned LaChat. So let's get more into the Memphis influence as well as Louisiana.
Yeah, man. Basically, those two hubs, you know what I mean, they influenced a lot, you know what I mean, down in the city. Well, Louisiana, I think, is more of a slang thing in the sense that a lot of their slangs is kind of similar to how we do it, you know what I mean, on the Geechee front, you know what I mean? And as far as Memphis, man, it's them beats, you know what I mean? We definitely relate to them hard-hitting, grimy, just gutter beats, you know what I mean? That dark sound, man, like the Chuck, we love that, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, anything with 3-6 is like a staple. Like, I'm pretty sure if you go to anybody in the Chuck and say, what's in your, you know what I'm saying, your CD decks, you gonna see something out of that 3-6 Mafia tree, you know what I mean? For sure.
That's incredible, man. So what was it like for you to work with, you know, members of 3-6 Mafia, a group that you were such a huge fan of? Because, I mean, I know it had to mean a lot to you, right?
Yeah, man. It was an honor and privilege, man, you know, like, because, like I said, I grew up watching these guys on TV and just being amazed, you know what I mean, at the visuals, the lyrics, the delivery, the presentation, you know what I mean, and then to actually be able to have songs, you know what I mean, with these people, meet these people in some cases, actually get to chop it up with them, and you know what I mean, it's an honor, you know what I mean, and like I said, my dude Mack Ramsey, you know what I mean, God bless the dead.
R.I.P.
He was one of my closer influences as far as, like, we used to talk every other day, you know what I mean. He would give me insight into the game from where he came in at and different things I could do to help my career, you know what I mean. Like I said, MC Mack was one of the second people to actually embrace me out the 3-6 Mafia family tree. You know what I mean, and I definitely treasured that because I was a big MC Mack fan, you know what I mean, because he always came with that energy and his delivery was unique, you know what I mean, because it was fast, but at the same time, like, you could hear exactly what he was saying, you know what I mean, because a lot of people rap fast, but you might not necessarily be able to decipher what they're saying, you know what I mean, but he was one of those that was good at that, you know what I mean. T-Rock, of course, you know what I mean, like, just being able to rap with him because, like, he was one of the guys that actually influenced me to actually have a vocabulary. Because, you know what I mean, in the South, like, he was one of the first that actually was using those big words and those crazy similes and flow patterns and, you know what I mean, tongue twisting when really barely anybody in the South did that outside of, you know, Lord Infamous and a few other people, but it wasn't like a big nationwide thing within the South. So, like, he always stood out on those verses and things of that nature, you know what I mean? And just to be able to call these people like mentors and you know, friends, and it's a good feeling. You know,
definitely gotta say shout out to my guy T-Rock. I'm on the everlasting money mission. Hey, you know what time it is with that. Now, it's actually one more big homie that you got over there on the West Coast. We talk about Crooked Eye. What's happening, man?
Yeah, Crooked Eye, man. That's the OG, you know what I mean? It was an honor actually to link with him too, because I was a big fan of his, like, ever since the Death Row days, you know what I mean? So Damn Hood, like, that was my favorite record I ever heard in my life, like, because it was so smooth, but the delivery was just so unorthodox and bouncy, but still lyrical with it, you know what I mean? Man. I was just a big fan, so, like, to find out that this guy actually knew who I was and was willing to embrace me, you know what I mean, and be a part of his movement was a super blessing, you know what I mean, and to be able to chop it up with him or hit him on text and vice versa, and you know what I mean, it just was a blessing. And then I ended up getting a family within a family because, like, literally we got chapters almost in like 48 out of the 52 states or whatever.
Wow.
So it's like all these different people that I can hit up at any time, like COB Indiana, like, yo, what's popping?
Oh,
like,
man.
You know what I mean? or shoot, my brothers in Ohio, like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, it's a blessing, man. You know what I mean?
That's incredible, man. So, of course, we got to go ahead and change the floor of traffic just a teeny tiny bit. We're talking about spring of 2023. Right. You dropping a greatest hits anthology project, man. Let's get into it.
Yeah, basically with that project, it's accumulation of, you know what I mean, the start of my career up to now. You know what I mean? I got a couple, about good 12 songs that nobody's ever heard before.
Okay.
Brand new fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a couple hits from the MHE days. Salute to Kaya's Ballad. Salute to Dream Ray Lee. You know what I mean? That was the squad back then. And then at the same time, too, you got some solo songs from Tragman from the beginning days. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's going to be some nice work for you to enjoy. You know what I mean? A couple of the hits that people already know will be on there, too. You know what I mean? And I got a actual docu-series that I'm putting together with it as well.
Okay.
Retelling the story, too. So,
yeah.
Which I'm going to definitely be reaching out to you on that.
Okay.
I want you to help, you know what I'm saying?
I got you,
host
man.
That thing,
hey, this how we do, man.
Yeah.
So we could be expecting that. We're talking about spring 2023. Of course, you're going to have brand new videos, music videos along with that, too, right?
Yep.
Let's jump back into that new single you just dropped again, man. Go ahead and let the people know what it's called, who featured, who produced it, and where they can find it at.
All right. The first single that dropped is Psycho, you know what I mean? Salute to my homegirl Pepe LaPrada on the feature. If I remember correctly, I believe that my dude Masquerade Beats, I think he made that particular beat.
Okay.
And then Had to Hit It. I know for a fact he did make that beat.
Yeah.
Salute to my dude Jay Cray, you know what I mean? And basically we just dropped them, you know, about a week or two ago, man, and they doing pretty good numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think one's at like 5 and the other one's at like 3.
So they're available on all platforms, right? Okay.
Every platform, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Spotify, all them things. They on there. All you gotta do is type in Tragman.
Is there?
The music will come up. You know what I mean?
I got one question for you, man. When is we go relaunch the podcast, bro? What's up with it?
Yeah, man. Spring of 2023, man.
Okay.
It's gonna be coming back out. You know what I mean? Because initially it was just the audio, but now this time I'm doing it again. It's gonna be the visuals.
Okay.
With the audio. So,
yeah.
The plan is just to, basically interview the upcoming artists, as well as have some of the, legends of yesteryear as well as the current, what I mean? And put them out there. And
let the people know the title, man. That way they can look forward.
All right. Geechee Commission Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Legend Circle Podcast, you know what I mean? We coming.
Hey, and if you ain't no legend, you need not to apply. I'm just saying, legends, living legends, future legends. Hey, tap in. Yeah. So let's go ahead, tap into, man, outside of music, man, what you be into. You got any businesses or anything or any hobbies? What's happening?
Basically, it's just about the entertainment side. You know what I mean? Geechee Commission Entertainment. You know what I mean? We looking to do documentaries, movies in the future.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Releasing music, soundtracks, just stuff like that. You know what I mean? And in my spare time, when I do have spare time, might get on the sticks for a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Play some 2K or something.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. So, hey, if you think you all that in 2K, hey, get up with my guy so he can wax you real quick. You know what time it is. Hey, he lethal with the 2K. We got to go ahead and tap into the social media, man. Let the people know how they can get up with you.
All right, it's your boy, man, Tragman. If you Google me, you know what I'm saying? I'm on all platforms as Tragman, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, Tragman Jones. You know what I mean? And everything else is at Tragman, you know what I mean?
It is what it is. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show on Brink TV. We got 2 cameras. This camera over here, that's your camera, Tragman. What I need you to do, look into this camera right here and tell the audience, tell the viewers, tell everybody watching why they should check you out, follow you, stream your music, everything, go.
All right, y'all, it's your boy Tragman, and I need all of y'all at the sound of my voice to go to any music platform that you like to be on, you know what I mean, and support Tragman. And why should you do it? It's because I'm a grown man, you know what I'm saying? I got families, man, I got to support. I got homies out here, you know what I mean? I'm trying to support both on the streets and behind them walls, you know what I mean? So every little bit of support helps, you know what I'm saying? When you support me, man, you supporting the people, you know what I mean? Because me and my comrades, we all about unity, growth, development, and trying to, you know what I'm saying, help push each other in proper position, you know what I'm saying? So if you would like to see another young man, you know what I'm saying, come up and be something one day and possibly could be able to maybe even give you a helping hand, you know what I mean? Support your boy, man, you know what I mean? Every little bit helps, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's all there. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with my guy Tragman, and make sure you tune in. I'm talking about eyes and ears when spring of 2023 comes, because he dropping the greatest hits, and it's going to be the return of the podcast. I got to say thank you for being a guest on the show, family. It means a lot to finally have you on the show, man.
Hell yeah, man. It's
No
an
doubt.
honor, bro.
We here, man. With that being said, now back to more Brink TV.
All right.
I'm talking about streets is watching. I'm talking about trap or down. I'm talking about soul motivation. I said I'm starting to see strangers in music.
They do what Keisha said, make me spread my legs. Yeah, oh, yeah,
Another Brink TV exclusive.